What is going on, everybody? This is Rawstarr of the Mermaid Misfits, and I'm sitting here with my co-host CW.
Hey.
And again, we are joined with the super funny. You heard the first episode. Super funny, amazing, brilliant, cheerful, great person, Carmela Clutch.
Hey there. Hi. He gives me way too much credit, but thank you.
No, you are a very, very fun person.
Thank you.
In that first episode that you did with us,
There was a lot of laughs.
it was a lot of laughs and a lot of me moving the microphone from my face to not laugh into the microphone.
Y'all can't see he's blushing a lot also. He's like, oh, I can't believe she said that. Oh.
Oops. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
But yeah, if you go back, listen to the first episode before you listen to this, because yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you can understand everything else that we are going to lead into today. So, go ahead with your question, CW.
Oh, do I have a question? No. No. Don't ever ask me that. Don't ever ask me that. Nah. I've been getting in trouble at home.
Oh. Okay.
Not really. My girlfriend's listening right now. You've been great, baby. I love you. So.
That backstroke is amazing.
Butt
there.
stuff.
Butt stuff.
Is it yeah
Starting
or
off.
nay? And what extent?
And girls and guys. If it's a girl and a guy doing butt stuff, to whatever level it is, do you think, no, this is like, why do you think people think that's gay?
Huh? Why do I think?
You never heard somebody be like, man, I ain't never let no bitch lick my ass. That's some gay shit.
Oh, that.
Nah, man.
About
You gonna have it's cocked up like no hoe.
tossing the salad, rimming. What you're talking about?
Just that. The whole gamut.
Okay, all right. So
on both sides.
So when I'm giving head, I'll like tickle behind the balls, that little gooch area.
The taint,
the gooch.
Space between.
Just to see like what the reaction is. If the reaction's good, I might continue that. I might massage it. If the reaction's bad, I pull away and just focus on the balls, on the shaft.
What's a bad reaction?
If the reaction is like eye contact with that whole like,
hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Look of like, nope.
I'm a man.
But if I see
man, don't do this to me.
I've honestly
breaking me down.
I've just tickled the taint, the gooch, and I've had guys lift their legs and prop. I won't say who. Prop the legs up, spread eagle them.
Some people be ready.
And
they be like, "Come on,
prep themselves so that I can reach their ass, and they're into it.
Wow.
Some of my fans are really into that too, and hey, I'm into whatever my fans like.
I've never, like, the thing is, I said before, I've never been a fan of, like, I don't consider it gay. I just don't feel comfortable with a finger, like, touching the actual hole or around the hole. It just feels
What
like,
about fingers in the butt?
I've put up into that first little line on my index finger because somebody asked me to.
One more line. That's how you make rice.
How you make a what?
I said one more line. That's how you make rice. You fill the water up to that second digit. I learned that from Joe Coy.
Okay.
It was on a special.
Wow,
just that part?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, just a little bit, and he really enjoyed it. He really liked it. This is in my vanilla life actually.
With nails?
No, I didn't have nails. The nails thing is a new.
She had booty diggers.
No,
I'm joking.
Definitely did not. I didn't have nails until I started
okay.
And I started doing my nails.
That seems like there's a lot of girls with nails, and I'll be like looking. I'll be like, "How you sticking your fingers all up in that?"
You have a 4K HD camera on you while you're giving head. You gotta have your nails done.
Don't those?
Oh no,
crystals catch?
So with these, I won't have a female partner.
Oh, okay.
I will take these off.
Okay.
I will not have a female partner.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that
Well, maybe I should go look. Yeah.
Men, please clip your nails before. You gotta do it.
Jagged.
Some guys come at me with them Freddy Krueger claws. I'm like, bro, what do you think you're doing? That's not happening. You're not slicing open my vagina. Those are razors. You gotta cut those. You gotta trim them.
No, I usually keep them trimmed.
Keep them trimmed. There's nothing wrong with a guy that goes and gets a manicure every now and again. You don't have to put gloss or anything.
I usually always
manicure with no gloss though.
Huh?
No, I'm joking.
What'd you say?
I said, how you gonna get a manicure with no gloss?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You just
the
go and get
gloss.
the massage.
You gotta
clean up
gloss.
your-
I just know that I'm not a fan. Like I love manicures. I'm just not a fan of getting pedis. And so
You get them, though? Oh, you do need them. You be.
I mean, I've gotten a pedi before, but
You know,
Hobbit's feet.
like I have my feet are scary because it's like I'm probably the most anti-feet person in the world. So I hate actually someone touching my feet for pedis.
You don't like
See,
the
I don't-
curve in the woman's toes?
you do.
I don't-
I never was a foot person until I started adult, and then I started like not
then you'd be
getting
like,
into
this
it. But,
person
like, I
really
let
takes
people
care of
touch
their
my
feet.
now.
Like, they
I would have
feet.
never let anyone touch my feet.
Like I don't like I said before, if I go to massage therapists, whatever, if they touch my foot, I mean I tell them before, I said, if you touch my feet, you're losing your tip.
Oh,
Ooh, you sound like
damn.
an asshole.
damn.
I'd be like, I guess I'm gonna not touch his feet. I
Not
wasn't
touching his
planning
feet.
on it.
I
With
mean,
these
Well, I don't wanna
fucking
touch your
raptor
crusty-ass
claws
toes
on his
anyways.
legs.
You can go from my from my thigh up, and we cool. But you touch my foot, it's
Oh, from the thigh up, right?
no from
Yeah.
the thigh to the top
He would like, and he turn over and be like,
Oh yeah.
to my neck.
I'll
My
leave
whole
you a good
body.
tip.
The thing is, like it's just very cringe. I just feel
I get you.
I feel violated.
I get you. I get you. I've had some massages where I'm just like, that tickles, and I like accidentally kick the masseuse, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna tip you extra well. I'm so sorry. I told you don't tickle me. I'm ticklish.
Yeah, so
I don't like massages. I don't really like people.
I don't
It's
really like
weird
people.
because I say that. I don't like people touching me, but I really don't like people touching me like that.
okay.
That's
Right.
supposed to be feeling good.
And it
but
should
it's
never be
not
near your
really like-
asshole because that's how that started.
Yeah.
It should never be near your Well,
Well,
I
no.
actually
I mean, okay, so we all adults here.
yeah. I'll tell you, I
Um,
just ordered my first anal training kit.
Oh.
It'll be here Tuesday.
Boom.
Yeah.
Butt stuff. I like it. I don't like fingers in my butt. Tried it once. My friend was like, man, you got to try it. We were like fucked up. He's like, you got to try it. So I was like, man, I'm fucked up. I'm going
tried the
home.
whole finger?
And I was, no, not a whole finger. It didn't even get there. I was like, hey, nope, that's not for me. Oh, this is not fun. I was like, wow. I don't know how he made it. Like, you think my voice high right now? I was like, hey, what are you doing? Okay, let's stop that.
Well, wait a minute.
Stop
wait a minute.
that, babe.
You don't enjoy that, but you want to put it in a girl's ass?
If
That
she enjoys it.
that-
I don't. If a girl's like, oh no,
I don't-
I'm not really into that.
I don't like
then
giving it either.
We won't do it.
I'm not the biggest fan of giving it either.
But I
That's
don't.
on a
surprising.
side note, and this is completely random because I looked this up.
But I do
Did
like
you-
my butt licked.
Have you ever heard of the song "I Would Do Anything for Love," but I won't do that?
Yeah.
He was talking about butt stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what he say. I doubt it.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. so-
Crazy.
Yeah, so he made a whole that's what he.
Whole ass song.
He said that him and his girlfriend at the time, whatever, was going through, a rough patch, and she.
Did she really want to?
What?
Because it vibrates and makes sound.
Oh. And she was trying to introduce new things into their relationship, and
wanted to penetrate him?
she wanted to put a strap on one and penetrate him. And he said he would do anything. Like he said after that, she said that to him. He went home and wrote a love ballad about everything he would do to be with her, to stay with her,
But he would.
but he would not do that.
I had a girlfriend that always wanted to do butt stuff. She would always ask me like blah blah, like well you want to stick in my butt, so why don't I stick in your butt? And I was like, well then I don't have to do. We don't have to do that. Let's not do that.
I did tell someone that if they wanted me to wax my anus, they would have to wax theirs, or their balls.
I don't really.
I just
why
felt
would
like
you
it was
really
only fair.
care?
I was
If
like,
a butthole-
because I'm willing
I mean,
to
I can
shave.
understand.
Yeah, I have no
I
problem
understand.
shaving. I have no
Wax?
problem grooming.
That hurts.
But that exactly my point. I was like, why can't I shave? No, I want it waxed. Well, then you're gonna get it waxed.
I don't want to feel no stubble, nothing growing. I just wanted you to pull it from the root, and maybe I'm slightly in the pain of others. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the dick wasn't that good.
She's like, nah,
Your dick
I'm
ain't
not
that
waxing
good.
this
Sorry.
butthole for you, no, sir.
No.
Not for that mediocre.
No.
So,
I said, no.
with this,
Since you're new to the industry, how far do you see yourself going? What things are you like, nah, I'm never going to do that kind of stuff?
like, it can be very specific. It doesn't have to be like, because careers change. Some people we've met at the beginning of the career, they're like, girl only. Well, damn, that sounds sad. I was going to say, at the end of career,
I'm
yeah.
Look, I am a freak. I enjoy everything. There's very little that I do not enjoy. I don't enjoy water sports. However, I'm willing to dabble if it's done properly. Meaning if the guy's not drinking beer, if he's drinking water and well hydrated.
Scotty P was just talking about this.
For the girl. I've set it up with one of my female friends. She's in the industry, she's talent. We're gonna have she wants me to aim and squirt into her mouth. And I told her, like, I'll do that, but I gotta be hydrated and she's like, look, I don't care if you end up peeing on me. I really fucking don't care. It's even hotter to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Awesome. So
Wow.
we're
About
about
the
that
visual.
lifestyle right
And the thing
now.
is, like, I know what she's talking about, and it's like,
I love that girl.
Wait, why don't we just say it?
Nasty Nat, if you're listening, I love you.
And people are like, I heard that podcast. So when that scene coming out? Y'all said it. Yeah. I heard I was listening to the podcast.
no,
I just met her yesterday.
Oh, you met her yesterday.
That's why I met
Oh,
her.
really? Oh, that was a nice way to meet her. Hi.
Yeah, it's like it's my boobs,
Here's my
and
boobs.
then everything else that happened that night.
She's awesome. We were talking about that, so that was something that I thought I wasn't gonna ever do, and I ended up kind of like, all right, that'll probably change. Ultimately, I don't do these things now, but later on in my career, I want to do airtights, which is basically one in every hole plus hands, and like I just overwhelmed my penis. I want to do a reverse gangbang.
I remember we talked to someone about that before.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Well, we talked about that, but I didn't know they were called airtights.
Yeah, I forget who it was though.
The more you know.
Airtights, I want to do DPs. I want to do reverse gangbang, so just basically all
DTDA.
girls coming at me and like just ravaging me. I love being taken, like having the control that I normally possess in my day-to-day life. I love having that stripped from me when in that kind of sexual environment. I don't know.
No, it's understandable. I know a lot of people like that.
Whenever I hear someone talking about a DP, whatever, for some reason in the back of my mind, the entire DVDA popped up in my mind for some reason.
Because we all grew up watching Orgasmo. We grew up watching Orgasmo.
You ever watched
Have you ever watched
I
Orgasmo?
have not.
Oh man, it is a very
Is this something
funny.
to look up?
It's like
Orgasmo?
yeah, it's
We'll
by
watch
the guys who created South Park.
Oh.
And it's about this Mormon guy who becomes a porn superhero,
All right.
and his name is Orgasmo.
And he has this thing called an orgasmo rate.
Yeah.
Thing is, if he shoots you,
And there's
you
just a
have
bunch of
orgasm.
quotable lines like, "Oh, gotta go in this for this. You gotta come in for this DVDA."
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
And he's
that-
like, "What's
double vagina.
DVDA?"
And like one of my favorite part is this dude named Sancho. I think I posted a video of it. And like he says, like, what made you think you'd be a porn star? I'm Sancho.
Yeah.
So
Are you Sancho? No, you are not Sancho. Neither is Scott Baio Sancho. But it's like,
you're like, "Oh, okay.
okay, you're hired.
Oh, I'm not gay
And your first, your first scene is with twins. Cut me out.
Oh, to go fuck me twins.
No, ASSF word twins.
What? Oh, ass fuck twins.
Thank you. So
Okay.
I'm cursed.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, you don't curse, yeah.
I did take my 23rd cuss
Oh,
word
yeah.
though the other
So?
day. I hit 23.
23.
Yeah, I hit 23 cuss words for this.
I hit 23 at like 7.
No, 23 of the year.
So, any talent that's retired that you would like to work with?
That's retired.
If you had to go back and be like Hall of Fame, it doesn't even have to be
In
them
the
like
prime.
now,
In
in
their
their
prime.
prime. It could be them in their
Could it be
prime.
somebody that just doesn't shoot content anymore. They're just more behind the scenes.
They could be behind the scenes. They could be retired.
Pinky, for sure. That's got to be on that list. Pinky.
Okay, Pinky.
Yeah, she's definitely on.
I
that
remember
list.
how I met Pinky.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her just yet.
I met her the same day.
He's laughing. She looks like she's a lot of fun.
Well, no, I met her at the first Urban X Awards that I did.
She performed.
And she was rapping. And the thing is, it's like, since I was still newer to meeting a lot of people, I was just like this close to the stage, whatever, because it was more so, it was a different location. And like her legs were just spread eagle, like this close, like if I would have went, I would have been inside of her vagina, So it was very interesting. Since like I wasn't talent, but I was just there helping promote the event. So it was just weird.
I feel like all of these events are very surreal, very weird. Like you grow accustomed, or you grow a sense of familiarity with these people and the industry, and so like it seems normal to you, but from anybody, from what we call civilians or anybody on the outside looking in, it's bizarre. It's weird. I walk up to people and I pop kiss them on the mouth like nothing, like a random a female talent will run up to me and then just face plant into my tits. And in my regular life, I've had friends do that, but those are really close friends that I've known for like decades at a time. These are people that I've met for days, if that. So your sense of what's normal or your perception of what's normal is somewhat skewed. I can have what seems like a perfectly normal conversation for me about orgasms in the middle of a McDonald's and not realize that you're kind of on your Latina volume. You need to be down at this volume. Yeah. So I sometimes have to remember to like, oh shit.
Be where you're at.
Beware. Like, oh, there's kids around. Let me just not talk about that. On the other hand, though, when I'm sitting at the airport, let me just vent for 2 seconds. I was sitting at the airport with, where the seats that have the little plugs or whatever. I'm editing content on my phone. I'm not bothering anyone. I have headphones in. You can't hear anything. Why your preteen daughter feels the need to stare over my shoulder and stare at my phone and then tell you that I'm looking at porn, you being the mom, you have no right to come and yell at me about that. I'm not forcing anyone to look at my screen. Your kid's being nosy. Tell them to calm their hormones down and go watch porn in the bathroom like everyone else. I
do know, like, since I don't edit on my phone, I do know that I've changed a setting on my phone just so, like, if I'm looking through Twitter, just so, like, I don't see everything.
Yeah,
there's a lot of...
It's
overwhelming.
It's work for me.
No. I mean, just when I'm in public. Because it's just like I don't want to be sitting here and like have a little child. Like I'm looking at my phone and then randomly it's like a girl with three ding dongs just like.
Right.
It's like,
right. Right. But
wait a second.
You're not advertising that to the world that's what you're looking at on your phone. And what's beyond that is, I think I don't know if I was editing a picture or some video. It's possible that I was editing a picture. Up until recently, I was independent. So, and still to this day, I very much work for myself. Every picture, every post, every caption, everything is run through me. It's done by me. So when I'm looking at my phone and I'm editing a picture, I can't dim down the screen. I need to see the true color because I need to make sure that cellulite that I see, no one else does. Mm-hmm. And yes, I have cellulite. Everyone does. I'm a normal human. I have, things that I got to work on just like anyone else. But my pictures have to be, on point. So if I'm editing something, control your kids.
Yeah. What your little 11-year-old know about porn anyway?
Oh, no. This little kid, oh my gosh. I love children. I just have a thing about misbehaved children. I don't like misbehaved children at all. I was on a red-eye flight to Miami, and this kid, it's like 12:30 LA time. So Miami time, it's like 3 in the morning. This kid is running up and down the aisle of the airplane with those little the magazines, the air magazines, like the Air Mall, Sky Mall, whatever, in his hands, rolled up, just running up and down, hitting everyone. I looked at that kid and I was like,
Well, just when you stick a foot out.
is it wrong for wanting to? I didn't do it. I want to make it very clear that I did not trip a child, but I wanted to. The thought was there.
Yeah.
For a split second, I was like,
I have a question.
I wish this motherfucker just
like,
fall.
The thing is, I think some TV shows like reinforced it. Like, have you ever saw the show Jane the Virgin?
no, I haven't. I've heard of it.
There's a child in there, one child in particular, and I've retweeted because I looked on Twitter and a lot of people said the same thing. They just wanted to smack the out of that child just because of how they let him behave on the show, and I'm like.
Yeah, no. I grew up old school.
The thing is, I've met some of the people who are on that show, and it's just weird. But like, it's just like,
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's how you know the actor's doing a good job.
Yeah.
There are shows definitely that when you have a Leo DiCaprio's character in Django, I love that man. He's a great actor, great performer. In that movie, I damn near spat at the screen. I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm filled with lament.
I've never seen it.
Like, it's a great movie. It's one of those like he's such a good actor that he brought out a side of himself that or not even a side of this character that really made you hate him. And I feel like when that happened in Game of Thrones with the young prince, the young king.
Yeah, the guy Joffrey.
He was getting death threats. This is a young man. He's like what, a teenager?
Two things. I know, like. One, when I me and him used to be roommates a long time ago, our other roommates were watching, we were all watching Once Upon a Time.
I love that show.
We genuinely hated Regina for that first season.
Oh my God, I genuinely hated her. She's such a phenomenal actress.
She did, like, I had to tweet, I had to tweet out and say, you are such a good actress that I genuinely hate you.
Yeah, if I saw you at a supermarket, I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why? And they're just there like, well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my acting. It just, it's true though, like in the business and in relation to adult, I've done a couple of scenes where I've had to like act it up a little bit, whether I had to act like I didn't like something or act like I was in fear or pain and I wasn't. In one scene, I had done with a company where they're known for being a little bit more aggressive, and I laughed throughout the scene. I get slapped. You see me go ha 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 ha. Do it again. They actually had to take out a portion of the scene where they shocked me with a cattle prod on my labia and clitoris, and I squirted onto the camera, and they had to pause because the lens got hit. And
damn.
Also, I enjoyed it so much I came. So like they couldn't have that in the thing. They had to cut that out, which was, I said, a great blooper. They should definitely give me that, at least that. But I called them back up and was like about a month or two after I'd shot with that first scene with them and said, hey, my fans really want a scene where you guys break me. You guys want to break me? They're like, can you give us steers? I was like, give me 2 seconds. I start crying on the phone with them, and they're like, yeah, come. So flew me out to New York, and
I'm thinking about all the places right now, and it's just going through my companies. Companies were just like, which company is that?
Yeah, no, they loved it. I sat there, they're like, did we break you? I'm there thinking of like dead puppies, and like, okay, cut. And I'm like, who wants to go get a beer? Anybody want to go out and get a beer? I'm gonna go to the diner, get food. Like, I'm that person. Like, I don't know, people. When I started in this, they were like, oh, yeah, you need to come up with a persona, like an image or a brand. Like, why don't I just be myself? I'm the homegirl. I'm literally the friend.
Because, like, everybody has to. So, like, what separates you, even though you have a great personality, great image, great et cetera, it has to be something that separates you from your yada yadas and your lada yadas.
I got it. I'm the whore next door. So. I'm literally that homegirl of yours that grew up across the street from you that you were like, damn, she's all right, whatever. And then one day you were like, oh, shit, hold up. Those are some short-ass shorts. And wait, she got a body on her. She went through puberty. All right, she kind of hot.
She went through puberty.
The way she walking around in that little mini skirt with all them boys coming in and out.
Like
she about it. She freaky.
Wow. That sounds like my high school ex.
And
I miss her. I do. But it's not.
What?
My high school ex.
You miss your high school ex? We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this.
I
don't want to hear it.
High
school.
I am talking to her.
It's about to be 20 years. So.
I mean, I'm still good friends with most of my exes, and actually I had a.
No, he don't talk to her.
Oh, not that one. No.
No.
I have no idea who this person is. I'm friends with most of my exes.
I talked to
the vast
a
majority
few
of
of
them.
my exes.
Me too.
It's only 3 of my exes I
We
don't
shared
talk
a
to.
lot of time together.
I'm still
I don't
really good
understand.
friends with them. In
Well,
fact,
it's only 3 of the girls that I was with that I don't talk to. So.
ooh, intrigue.
And
I had one try and get back with me, and I was like, hey, by the way, I got to tell you, I started doing porn. They're like, oh, never mind. Just kidding. I can't have that. I can't take that home. I'm like, sorry, I'm not sorry.
People say, I can't take that home. But who the fuck got to live with you?
Well, look.
You do.
Look,
People like, I don't want to take them home to my mom.
Always,
it's not like somebody's going to be like, well, sorry. I started sucking your uncle's dick in the kitchen.
Well,
Grandma was cooking.
There's a couple of things that we as adult performers always get asked, and the very first thing that people, like my friends and family, oh my God, your safety. I get tested more frequently than I have when I was not in adult.
Oh yeah, regular people are nasty.
Yeah, they don't get tested. I get tested every 2 weeks, and sometimes more frequently than that. I think it should be every week. If I could, I would.
The only reason I respect, because I know 5 years ago, it was like once a month, and it was really dependent on what company you were with. Right. And I remember when they changed it to every 2 weeks, and I think that was 2014, 2013.
Right.
And the reason I say I don't want it to be every week, because sometimes you can get tested, and then you get 2 shoots canceled that week, and you're getting tested for that week.
Like I said, if it wasn't as expensive, if I could, I would do it every week and then just have it done every week. But the resources are slim. Now, there are companies out there that I've worked with personally that have switched to 7-day testing. And if the female talent that they've approached, like if they were to approach me today and tell me, Mela, are you prepared to shoot today? Today is my last day that I can shoot right now on a 14-day schedule, not on a 7. So if they told me today, I'd be like, I can't. They'd be like, all right, well, they've literally told me, go to TTS or go to your testing. There's a credit waiting for you. Go get tested. Tomorrow we shoot. I don't have a problem with that, and I think companies should offer that to some of the female talents. If that's something that you really want from them and you want to ensure everyone's safety, because it just takes one bad test and everybody's screwed because it's been 14 days.
The funny thing is that I'm sorry, I just kicked your foot. What pisses me off sometimes is like everybody, like it's sometimes majority of the time, I want to say about 70 to 80% is brand new people who go who go get tested for the first time, and they test positive for something, and then everybody's out of work, and it's like this person hasn't even shot with any human yet, but no, you want to shut everything down? Well, I have a problem with that.
There's a recent scandal on Twitter that I'm pretty sure you're aware about regarding testing.
Wait, was it someone with some dude with smelly dick? I saw some bunch of retweets, and then I saw a whole thing that was like, we need to inform you. So I need to just let everybody know. I don't know who it was. Well, I just saw these things, and I was like, ooh, something's going down.
It's like people who are
who basically...
Explain.
Your face is like, talk to us.
I know what you're referring to. I just think that it's a sticky situation because you're testing for 2 weeks, and sometimes someone you shoot with, maybe their testing is just on the 2-week line, and maybe they weren't.
Some shit went down. I guess that could happen. I understand that.
Excuse me. So that happens, and then when you're at one of these get-togethers, functions, parties, or whatever, it takes 2 seconds for someone to disappear off into the bathroom, and next thing you know, like, any one of us could have a partner, like 7, 8 partners in one night.
Oh, yeah, and then you don't know who that random partner was riding dirty that night, and they might not even know.
And if it's like a group thing, a group activity, You know, you've got one girl sitting on one's face, another one sucking a dick. You know, got 3 asses in the air. I've got 3 dicks over there. Like you
don't know where the bad juice coming
arching
from.
rows of jism everywhere.
I do have a problem with people who just randomly yell.
Explaining.
Like I would prefer people, like, if they do stuff like that they actually check the test before they do it, because some people just
but that's the point. My test is from 2 weeks ago, and if I send you that right now, it's still current.
No, what I'm saying, like, some people don't do that.
But you can't. You don't know who I've had sex with since that test. That test was 2 weeks ago.
That's
I
true.
understand it. My point is, like, at some of these random parties, it's like I've heard people say, "I'm tested," and then they go off and have sex with somebody, and it's like, did you even check?
Did you check? Yeah. I usually check the picture, and I need to make a habit of. I just feel very awkward asking people's legal name so that I can check it on Pass myself.
Let me see.
So I usually ask them to log in to their thing so I can see their If they log in, then obviously that way I don't have to. I mean, granted, half these people I have their IDs because I've worked with them, so I can easily look at their name and look them up in Pass. But usually, just because I'm not a creeper like that, I just ask them, "Can you just go onto the thing and then log in so I can see what your test is live on the site and I can see it myself?" And usually, it's never been a problem for me or anyone that I've worked with. Anybody I've met. I know the person that you're referring to about the tweets. I happen to also know that person's test came back clean yesterday.
So hopefully they'll be resolved.
A couple days ago. So I know that issue is resolved. Thankfully.
Thankfully.
And I do know that.
Because it gets like gang mentality on Twitter, and when something goes down,
people
like, "Damn, everybody got a story."
But people in general get very, very, very brave behind a screen.
That's true.
I don't know how many people.
That's
you're a
true.
slut. You're a whore. You're this and that. I'm just like, come say it to my face, please. I'm trained in Krav Maga. Come, please.
Okay. But no, as far as real name, like, I don't, like, even if I know their real name, I just don't say it. And I just train my brain to, like, just eliminate it out of my mind. So,
right. It depends on what you put power or energy into. I did have someone randomly ask me if they could belittle and berate me online, and I said, sure, join my OnlyFans. He did. And then every message he sent me, I would respond showing that I had read it, and he would either do one of two things. He'd either join my OnlyFans, and like every message I respond with was $3 that he had to pay for. And the response would be something that detailed something that he had wrote about me being a nasty whore or this or that, the other. And I was like, sure, you can sit there and belittle and berate me. I'm still going to spend your money. I'm going to laugh. And then
Can I pay you to send my hate literature to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
with OnlyFans didn't work out for him. I believe he ended up switching to like, I don't want to pay a monthly. So what I ended up doing was he Venmo'd me $15 so that I would give him 10 minutes of uninterrupted me staring at my screen while he belittled me, and I just responded to everything. So he'd like write out this whole insane paragraph that took up like 4 or 5 minutes. I'd read through it. It took me all of 30 seconds. I would respond while making references to some of the things he wrote, so he knew that I was reading it. And then I went to the movies that night with the money.
I think
things people are into. Let me talk to you mean.
I mean, like, that's what since I've edited a lot of people's videos, it's some of the stuff that, like I said before, like, that people are into just seems like.
And what I'm into on camera isn't necessarily what I'm into in real life.
No, not you. I mean, people who, in general, like fans, like I don't understand. Like, it's like people love penis humiliation stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like.
Oh really? Yeah, I like. They love hearing like you have such a. I bet you could never satisfy. Oh my god, the crazy stuff.
Talk to me, kid and queen. Tell me how small my dick is.
I'm so used to. Actually, I tried Sex Panther for a little while, and I actually enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you can find me on there too. And some people, ask me for the small penis humiliation. Some people ask me to be more of a dom to them. Some people ask me to be more of a sub, and some people just want to hear some kinky, dirty, slutty talk, just in pictures. I mean, like, people get really brave behind a screen, and there's something liberating about that because you can be whoever you want to be. However, it also leads you to be able to create a fantasy world where you can end up doing some real damage by either catfishing someone or even personal damage, where you kind of create a fantasy life for yourself, and because your real life could never live up to it, you have a state of like cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean? Like you're not happy where you are in life. And I think that's kind of interesting.
But I think a lot of people have that, like you're not happy with your current life. But I also understand that
on social media is only the positive moments. People don't post about the crappy moments. I don't post about when I'm eating cereal in my PJs in the apartment.
Shit, I've seen some real sadness on Facebook. Some real sadness.
Oh, well, okay. It's just Facebook. But Twitter and Instagram, people only
only good stuff.
Yeah, I'm only posting like when I'm at an event or whatever. It
depends on the person, because I've seen some sad.
Some people only post the
only
crazy
sad
moments,
thing
and you be like, "This motherfucker
that
crazy."
I remember posting was when my dog passed. I posted a little memorial for her, but other than that, I don't.
Well, I mean, like it's good that you know, but I know that a lot of people say certain things, and it's like
I just don't have the energy for that. Like, I'm very big on energy. I'm busy. We're all busy. We don't got time to be like spending on like stupid shit that's just going to be negative and drawing us down. And
that's true.
Yeah, if I put a lot of negativity out there in the universe, I really feel like that's what it's going to bring back to me. So keeping that level of energy, that positivity, really, I feel like it invites for other positive people to enter your life, other positive opportunities to come your way. And life is really your perception of it. Reality is your perception of it. So if you perceive it to be shitty all the time, you're going to live a shitty existence.
You're right.
I don't know. That's just my personal 2 cents from the peanut gallery.
Get into it. Also, check out the 4 Agreements.
I started reading that. I just picked that up the other day. I'm like only like 8 pages in, honestly, like maybe 16. But so far, I really love how in the first part they're talking about how we kind of train people to think a certain way and to behave a certain way. The way that we live our lives is very much, we're classically trained. Very much like Pavlov's dogs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean when I say? I'm sorry, I'm a nerd.
We're all nerds over here. Yeah, we are.
Whatever.
Yeah, I literally told somebody about your nerdisms on Tuesday. Yeah, I did.
I guess. I don't know.
I
don't like labels.
With a Rick and Morty shirt.
Yeah, you are.
You have a Rick and Morty shirt.
No, someone.
Your shirt says, "Do you even get swifty, bruh?"
Yeah, bro.
Bruh, you gotta say like that, bruh.
My client knows I'm such a big fan that she got me this.
I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
First off,
Somebody asked me about the subject of your degree.
Oh,
and I'm like,
I have a degree in psychology and a degree in sociology.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a minor in psychology and minor in
when
sociology.
When you're like cognitive dissonance, I was like, "That's right. She's right. She said it right. That's exactly."
I have a minor in those.
All right,
and I have a degree in marketing, and I went back to school for pre-med for a little while. So that is really interesting.
I have a lot of degrees, but my BAs.
I wish I had more.
I
wish I finished.
I have 2 BAs, 3 minors, a certificate, 2 MBAs, and I'm in my doctorate.
He's getting sexier.
He always goes with this. He's like, "Let me go with this education flex every time."
Yeah.
Talk
nerdy to me, daddy.
My brain. I have a degree in history. It's like, what? Like, yeah, that's why I'm good with dates and numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want me to do your taxes?
Oh no, that's something different.
I love nerds. I do. Talk nerdy to me all day. Que rico, papi. I love it.
I guess I've never had I don't think I've ever had I don't know. I don't like how my voice sounds, and I don't think I can never talk. I don't know.
What?
Talking dirty just doesn't seem like it comes natural thing to me. I just sound like I don't know. Yeah. Nah, that's what it sounds like. Before I even say anything, like it's gonna be like, what are you saying? Like somebody be like, what'd you say?
Well, you start off awkward. I mean, like even on camera when I'm talking dirty, at first, like the first couple things I say is always a little awkward, and then and then I get used to it. I get into it, but I feel like that's for everyone. That's like practice makes perfect. You just got to practice your dirty talk.
I feel more so like if I talk in my regular voice, whatever, it sounds more sexual, whatever, and then I'll talk in my higher pitched voice, which I normally talk to everybody in. It sounds more, more intimate, whatever. But it's like I don't like talking in that voice.
Oh,
so.
everyone has. I feel like everyone has a section.
Oh, yeah,
My
you
voice is
like,
very nasally right now.
Oh yeah, baby, you.
I'm fighting a cold,
No, I mean like this
Just
is my
roll me a
voice.
blunt. That's right.
Like when I if I don't talk like this because sometimes it's hard to understand me, and this is my regular voice. And I don't do this. Or I don't talk in it because sometimes
very
I stutter.
monotone. It's
Yeah.
mumble.
So I force myself to talk higher like this, and I've been doing it for years, just so it sounds easier for people to understand me. So if I talk in my regular voice, it's kind of like
I think
oh,
that's
blah
a thing
blah
for
blah.
a lot of
like,
guys
what?
though, because their voice usually has a lot of baritone, a lot of bass to it. That's sexy though. I love it when a guy first wakes up in the morning and they're like, "Hey, babe."
Taking a deep breath, you're like, yeah.
Like,
How you doing?
hi.
By 12, hey, babe, you ready to get some lunch?
Yeah,
Let's get some lunch, babe.
That'll be the reaction that you get.
The only time you hear my regular
so
voice
funny? Your
is
voice.
if I just don't feel like doing it.
You love me when I wake up.
I don't feel like using the extra energy to talk higher. So
Oh yeah, there are days like that. I hear my voice sometimes, and I'm like, ew.
no, it's more so because like for everybody else's benefit.
Right, because they're not understanding or hearing you properly. Right.
I get it.
I see.
I see.
No, I have my normal voice, and then I have my I'm trying to tease and sexualize my voice, and that's the different voice. That's the late night voice. That's the sleepy voice sometimes too. It sounds like sleepy. I think it sounds
That's
sleepy.
always funny.
'Cause, yeah, that is where I feel like a lot of
Hey,
women do
Daddy.
the and I'm like,
Hi.
What the fuck? Yeah. It makes me think on the phone.
what you doing?
I'm laying in bed, all comfortable, like that. Like you get that. And it's,
Oh, you sleep.
All right,
no, wait, Daddy, I'm playing with myself.
you will sleep.
No, I swear, I'm up. Let me send you a picture.
Okay, nice picture.
Okay.
Well, Tam, I see you're. If you weren't awake, I am now.
Yeah, and then guys want to push.
Oh, you send me a picture? Why don't you send me a little video?
Send me a little,
She's
yeah.
like,
A little.
I was dead asleep. I was there. I don't know if I can send you a video tonight.
Can I ask you something? I'm sorry. I have a question. All right. So, before I got into adult, I used to send pictures and video to whoever I was involved with at the time, right? Now, I get a lot of shit from some of my girlfriends who are like, you make porn, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, you are sending this shit for free to these guys.
Sending that pussy
And
for free.
I promise you, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, they're sending it out to their friends who have like some group message or whatever.
No.
Every guy I know
That's
has
gross.
at least 2 or 3 group messages that they post
Nah.
whatever
No, like
That's
it's-
nasty.
stuff.
I will say this,
I'm like, bitch, you have a non-for-profit
That's
organization right now, whereas I'm at least laughing my way to the bank.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say this, like
But that's rude, no.
97% of the pictures that I've gotten from females that was sent me to on purpose, I have never shared them.
You're in the business. It's different.
No,
There's a
this-
certain
this
level
is
of
before.
respect.
This is before.
Really?
And these 97% are not in the industry. These girls are just.
See, I feel like you're a rare breed. There are not many people that do that.
Well,
Most guys I know
it's
would be
more
like,
so-
I share that
it's
with
more-
everyone.
it's more-
My gym buddy.
It's
Who
more
are the
so.
guys you know?
It's more so.
Sorry. And they might be decent.
It's more.
I will say
But
I'm
I'm like,
from Miami.
shit.
I'll say I'm from Miami. That's all I'll say.
We're from Indiana.
from Indiana.
Oh, well, that's why. You guys are good old nice boys.
It's more so like
yeah.
when I
You guys
first
are gentlemen.
when I first started doing anything in media related, like I was casting reality television, and I noticed one thing when I was doing America's Next Top Model when I was casting that show, it was one of the photographers, like one of the casting directors. They did something that just changed my whole perception about all this stuff, and that is the main reason that I don't do it. And it was my sorrow because they were like, "So you want to be on this?" Like the whole, "What you gonna do for me?" And then they didn't put him on anything. It was just like just to get something, you know.
Of course.
Oh.
And after that, it just say, okay, you know, if you send me anything, it's not gonna get out there. I'm not gonna send it to anybody. Like even the ones who said I said that in that little 3% whatever, I've never sent it to anybody. I might show it to that little 3%, but like that is like way after the fact, whatever. And
I just count on like I won't even finish my two hands how many times, like how many girls have actually sent me stuff, like videos or pictures.
First off, that's the type of girl that you like. First off, that's because I don't know.
Yeah, I just mean a lot. I just don't. But also, too,
I'm a flirt.
I wouldn't put the pictures out.
No, because
just because like one thing for me, you know, some guys, a lot of guys I know still have that like, well, yeah, I met her, and then like I hit, and then like, it's not going anywhere because we fucked or whatever.
Like,
I don't really like. That's not my thing. So I'm not gonna put your pictures out there because you might be my girlfriend in a month.
Okay, so that's a little different. But I mean the guys that are just in it to hit it, quit it kind of thing.
Oh, even when I hit it,
bam, thank you, ma'am. Slam.
I feel like this. It's like put like this. I was on a group call, or whatever, just playing some like a Never Have I Ever game, whatever. It was very vanilla.
Now,
and like
check this out, homie. That might be that's a little different. That's a little different. Let me check it.
Can we play Never Have I Ever? I will totally lose.
And like basically this person had said like they weren't ringing anywhere, and I jokingly said, "Prove it." I'm just playing, and like I look at my Snapchat like 2 hours later, and I have a message from them, and randomly it was just there. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and then randomly like this is like 3 months later. Like I'm in Indiana visiting my mom, so I'm sitting like it's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm still wide awake because I'm still kind of on Indiana time. I mean, LA time. So I'm looking at my phone, hit my Snapchat, and randomly she just sent me a full video of her giving like a blow. Like she had one of those sucker dicks. So she was giving like just imitating like shit. I'm like, what? It was out of nowhere.
What the fuck?
It was like what? And then like
what world do I live in?
It was like
what world do I live in?
Like,
I see. Here's not get me wrong. I said like not less than 10 girls. I want all the pictures. I want everybody send me all the stuff. I wish, but I've been in a monogamous relationship for 3.5 years, so I want you to send me the pictures. Yeah. Send me pictures. But before, I used to be like, ain't nobody send me pictures. Everybody else getting these pictures, these texts, like, oh, shit, look what I got. I'm like, nah, like, ain't nobody send me shit random.
It's like not like almost all these girls are with somebody else, or they just like saying, okay, here you go, check this out, Raw. It's like, okay. It's nice. It's like
I'm not supposed to comment on it.
He's getting pics like dick pics.
Oh, God.
Now, it took me a little bit of time after sending dick pics to realize this is stupid. This is so stupid. Why am I sending a dick pic?
Well,
and as soon as I started thinking this is stupid, unsolicited? People stopped asking too. And I was like, yeah, why? Why? Why?
Was yours solicited or unsolicited?
I have done both.
At least
now,
he's honest.
I have to say, for the unsolicited, I've gotten mixed results. I've gotten a couple, whoa, thank you. I haven't seen that in a while. And some, what? Why? Why? I don't know.
I had one
Jaeger.
One cam girl tell me once that she has a whole saved message in her notes of what she responds to when it's an unsolicited dick pic. And it's something to the tune, I I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've read it myself, but she was going over it, and basically it says you're forcing me to look at pornography that I did not actively go looking for. Essentially, you're flashing me. Essentially, what you're doing is you are sexually harassing me and or raping me. I was like, raping? That's intense.
I mean, it's illegal,
but it makes the person be like, I'm not gonna send another dick pic.
Yeah, if you receive one from someone in Texas, or you receive one while you are in Texas, you can file a sexual assault lawsuit.
Wow. Nice.
In Texas.
It's whack.
It's whack?
I mean, kind of. Because what if you just like sending dick pics? Not sending dick pics. What if you're not sending dick pics, sending pics of your body, and somebody's like, fuck this person. They're sending me body pics I didn't solicit. But that's a good way to stop people from sending dick pics. Because I'd be like, I'm never sending a dick pic again. That's not me.
Well, just don't send it to someone in Texas.
Well, see, I have to say, the unsolicited dick pics are usually to people who've seen my dick before.
Does anybody, like, do you guys like put something near it so you can have a frame of reference?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it used to be a red towel.
A red towel.
Yeah.
A red towel.
Yeah.
The only time I use a red towel, never mind. When I use a red towel.
I love having red towels.
I love having red towels too, but my red towel reasons are probably different than
Yeah, probably. I just like the color.
Yeah, no, those are specific towels used for a specific time of month when I'm just not having the whole celibate thing for a week. No, I just, no.
Hey, that makes sense. That's better than this red towels blending in instead of...
I think what you said is a little war paint never hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Look, if you have no problem with me gushing and squirting all over it and then licking it off, what's your problem with sticking it in when I have my period? Like,
yeah,
if I can squirt on you and then clean it up, why can't you just hop in the shower afterwards? Like, hello, we'll jump in the shower.
In my
adventures.
Adventures, I like that.
And in my adventures is that it's a lot more. Seems like women are uncomfortable with themselves. I've met a lot more women.
I've never, if a girl's, I've never said no.
That's because society
if a girl
has taught
was like,
us
we can
to
lay
be
a towel
ashamed
down
of
or
our
I'll
bodies.
do something.
That's entirely because society has taught us to be ashamed of our bodies.
But have you never noticed? This sounds weird. This may sound real weird. Have you ever noticed how guys act sometimes when you're kind of on your cycle?
So when you have sex on your period, it's actually better for the woman because it relieves menstrual cramps. It also gets some of the tissue out of there, so like it'll be less,
Let's clean it out.
Less
painful.
Flow, less painful. It's also warmer for the guy so it's more enjoyable to him, and it's also wetter, or more wet rather. So it is a little bit more enjoyable. The way that guys act when I have my period is more like.
Guys that don't know you're on your period.
Guys that don't know them. They just are surprised by how horny I am. I'm like, recently it's always been like, I'm just like jumping on them and I've had to like.
See, that's funny. I would say as a guy, I guess we got to wrap up. But I have weirdly been like, hey, for a couple, like, a few people I've known, I'd be like, you looking real good today. And then I'd be like, are you on your period? And they'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, is that weird? Because then it was like clockwork. I was like, is this some pheromones? I'm getting feeling animalistic.
Absolutely. It is pheromones. It is. It's at higher levels of estrogen. It's pheromones. Women, they say pregnant women glow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when women have their periods, they're fertile, so men instinctively pick up on that. They have a certain glow to their skin a little bit. And women are a bit more horny, so their breasts are large, their hips are a little bit more round. There's certain attributes that may stand out to a guy a little bit more.
Waiting to do some bait.
I'm horny as hell when I have my period. I will jump on.
Yeah, I know. I've heard
near anything.
I've heard that many people are a lot more horny when they're on their
Which
period.
is sad because if you're not doing it while you're on your period. It's just like you wasting this, which could be a great time for everyone. You might have okay. It might be cool off your period. You might go graduate to a new level on your period, and you're missing out because you're like, I'm not gonna put no towel down.
I will say you have to be very comfortable. Like I won't just have sex on my period with anybody. Now the fact that I'm in the industry, people are a little bit more like less grossed out about things. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Like I've had worse on me. Like whatever. I had a guy pee on me.
This ain't poo.
So no pee. I've had pee on me. So I know I've never played with scat, and I don't do scat.
Oh no, I was saying. I was just saying it ain't poo. So it's better than poo.
Right. But I mean, I still wouldn't do that without being comfortable with the person. There's a handful of male talent. I've worked with a lot of male talent. I have a lot of. I'm new, but I have a lot of scenes under my belt, which is great. But there's only a handful of people that I would feel comfortable with having sex while on my period.
Understandable.
She's whispering the names right now.
I wonder if it's picking up.
They can't hear you.
And they growl. Okay, so I can name 5 that I would be okay with on my period.
Okay,
and
that's being comfortable. That's good.
That I would be okay with on my period and still have a great time. It would be fucking phenomenal. In fact, where are my friends? I need to go take care of something after this.
And with that being said, we're coming out to a close for this episode.
You say they go really
Go ahead and
fast.
close us out, Rawstarr.
Thank you so much for having me on here, guys.
It was a great time.
So again, tell the world, people listening, where they can find you on every outlet you want them to find you on.
Oh shit, I'm everywhere. Guys, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on many vids. You can purchase all my scenes there. I'm on OnlyFans to interact with my fans all the time. I'm on Snapchat. And the name is Carmela Clutch. That's at CARMELA_Clutch. CLUTCH. So at Carmela_Clutch.
And here comes a long introduction. And for us, if you want to find us, we are the Burbank Misfits on Instagram. BurbankMisfits.com is our website that says everything that me and CW does, from workouts, exercise, design, photography, editing, everything you can imagine that we do. We try to expand all our horizons. We also are on Instagram and on Twitter at Burbank Misfits. CCFitnessLA.com for his fitness studio and what he does and health-wise. He's also the same on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter. Yeah. And on his Instagram is Christopher_Willie, IE, not with a Y, _J on Instagram.
I'm posting workout vids.
If you want to follow me, it's RAWSTARR, Rawstarr, 2 R's at the end, on Twitter and on Instagram. Rawstarr Communications on Facebook, and rawstarcommunications.com is my website. Please tune in next week, whoever we have on, and I hope you have a very great day.
Pew, 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 pew. Peace.